Hi everyone, my name is Ehsan, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to choose a right title for your research paper. And if we go through the list of the videos that I have created so far, this is video number 16. Title, like abstract that I explained in the previous video, is a place that you advertise your work. Why? That's because the title, abstract, and the graphical abstract and keywords, these are the things that are available even if your paper is not available for download, or in some cases the paper is open access and everyone can download it. But in most of the cases, people, if they do research from their home, they are not able to download your paper, but they can at least see the title, search through the title, and that's how they find your research article. So it's a place to advertise, so it worth to put some effort to make it really good. Here I'm going to show you a few examples that you can see the title is very short and catchy, and that's the mindset that you should have. The less is better. So try to make your title as short as possible. As you can see here, these are high impact journals that the title is they are very short. And here I'm showing you two other examples that the title is definitely more than 20 words. There are some journals that the recommendation is the title has to be less than 20 words. So here are like some examples, some like bad examples. And here I'm showing you one paper that I recently saw, and the title is pretty long, and they try to touch some points here. I have shown them here around, and there is one of the topics that is, I think, very nice to have it in the title, but they mentioned it in the abstract. So they have a title with 5 points that they want to cover and one in the abstract. So I took that and I tried to rephrase and rewrite the title. So here I'm showing you that I have covered all those 5 points, but it's now a little bit more short and catchy. So I think it's a better title for that paper. Here I'm showing them side by side. As you can see, I couldn't make it to like a very short title, but at least I think it's better than what they already have in their paper. Just a few tips that I want to share with you about the title. Try to not use hyphens. As you know, when people search, they sometimes have that hyphen as a function to not search for something else, right? So it's better to not use it. Sometimes it's hard to not use that, but if you can, try to avoid it. The other note is try to not use very complex titles. Sometimes a chemical name, as you can see here, no one is going to search for this specific character that you can see here. So it's better to avoid them and think of it as someone that wants to find your paper. They are not going to search for that. So keep that in mind. The other thing is try to not use abbreviation or acronym as much as you can. There are some times that you have an acronym or an abbreviation that are well known in your field of research, but if they are not, try to avoid them. The other thing is try to not use some buzzwords. Here I'm going to list a bunch of them for you. You can pause the video and read them, but even some journals have said clearly that you should not use any of these words in their guide for authors when for the title section. Here is a paper that I have cited down here. They have specifically said in 2013 to 14, people have used the enhanced performance or highly efficient, but these papers has been published in the same field, but there hasn't been enough expand in that specific niche. So people just overuse these words, and it's just a red flag for the editor. So try to avoid them. The other thing is try to avoid preposition words. I have listed a few of them on the top here. You can pause the video and get another screenshot. And try to not use a question as the title for your research paper. Here is a bad example that I'm showing you. And As you remember, we had a research paper, you know, imaginary example that we had a bicolored apple with vitamin D. And here I'm proposing 5 titles. And if you can choose which one is the best fit for that, that means you at least learn something from this video. Again, if you know which journal you are going to submit your paper to, go and read the guides for author before hitting the submit to that journal. And this is the end of this video. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the authorship in the research paper. See you in the next one.